Hey, okay, Georgia Woodsman here. As promised, I'm gonna get some onions dehydrating, and I'm thinking about doing some sweet peas. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna break it all down to where, well, it's gonna be for a stew, probably a beef stew, or it don't really matter anything that you want to put it in. But instead of just doing a whole stew together, I want to break it down into components such as onions, sweet peas, green beans, potatoes, carrots, and then meats. That way, if say I'm out hunting and I shoot a squirrel, well, then I have some corn to throw in there, maybe some okra to throw in there, some sweet peas, celery, or something like that. Then I'll have my my stew, my squirrel stew. Maybe I want a beef stew, so I'll have some jerky. I can cut that jerky up, throw it in the pot, throw my makings in there, however much I want of it, rehydrate it. I'm eating. Maybe I'm fishing. Well, I don't know how everybody else is, but I like grits when I eat fish. So, you know, I'll have some instant grits with it. It's just stuff to make things a little bit more simple on me. I figure that I like following the mountain men and the long hunters and stuff like that. And a lot of people say, well, they just went out and survived off the land. And they did. But they also took food with them. Now, granted, that food didn't last. But they had it with them to help sustain them while they were out. So anyway, I'm gonna get my onions and get me a sharp knife. And also this time I'm gonna be using real Vidalia onions from Vidalia, Georgia, since we live here in Georgia. That's what we'll use. And I figure they got a lot of sugar in them. If you dehydrate your onions and they turn pink, that's because of the sugar in them. So these I will blanch for 1 minute. You know, I'll just throw them in boiling water, leave them in there for 1 minute, then I'll put them on the dehydrator. So anyway, stay tuned and I'll get back with you and we'll cut some onions up. Alright. Okay, just show you here what I'm doing. Right now I've got them cut up. I've had some that's got some bad spots in them already. And this is the way you can make your onions last you and not go bad. You'll see that's got a bad spot in it. You know, right through the middle. I don't know if I can save this one at all. I mean, that's... I'm going to try to cut this one in half and I don't die. I don't know, I might be able to pull that out. There's a little bit I can save from it. I just hate to throw anything away. Now what I'm going to do now, hold on, I'm going to move you. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to take them over there, I'm going to wash them, I'm gonna cut them into probably rings, probably about a 1/4 inch or so thick. I'm gonna blanch them for 1 minute, then I'm gonna take them out and I'm gonna dehydrate them at 125 degrees for about 12 hours. So hold on and wait on a minute. We'll get back together. Alright, hold on. Of course, now this goes better if you can cut straight, but I got quite a few onions here, and I ain't boiled them yet, but I'm gonna take you in there when my water starts boiling and I'll show you how that goes. So just hang on. Okay, I don't know if you can see it, but my water's starting to boil, and I got my timer set. All I have to do is hit start on it. So I'm gonna go ahead and stick the onions in it. Some of it is cut differently, but it'll be alright. I just have to go through it and pick out what's not. So I'll turn my timer on, and we're going to do this for 1 minute. I know I left y'all here watching the water boil for me. I hope it'll boil. They say a pot won't boil if you watch it, so that's alright. We just blanching this. After I get this part done, I'm gonna pour it over into a colander, and then I'll break all them pieces up into just rings or however they fall apart. And there's my timer. So that part's done. We're gonna give it a little longer here. I just don't want it to turn pink. I don't reckon it would hurt anything, but I just want to get all that sugar out of it. Get all that sugar out. Now, also, if you don't like the smell of onions, I would suggest that you do this outside, but it don't bother me. I'd like to find me maybe some greens, some wild greens, like, oh, I don't know, maybe some dandelion greens or plantain, and wash that and dehydrate that to add a little more color to my stews and stuff. You can see the color and the change of the water, all that sugar cooking out of them. Boy, don't you know them would be good thrown on the steak. Okay, well, I'll get back to you here in just a minute. Well, I don't know how much of that I got now. My camera shut off on me. This is not the best camera. There he is. But it was all I could afford at the time, so. And you know what that's like. Some of you know what that's like. I'm gonna just kind of throw it on here. Try to get it all on these trays. And it don't matter if they're twisted and stuff, they'll still dehydrate. You just don't want to bunch them up too much. That one. And I'll try to get the rest of them on this. I'll rinse these off with cold water, trying to rinse sugar and stuff out of them. Try to throw some of this over here on this smaller stuff over here. All this stuff will shrink up. And fit in a little baggie. Which that's the reason why it's so good for backpacking and stuff. Because it don't take up a whole lot of room. And a little will go a long ways. Much on that one, but it'll work. Oh, let me dry up this water. And I'm gonna move you over here, kind of like so. That's my dehydrator you see blinking there. We will set this on top. We will put a lid on it. And let's see. We want 12 hours. Temperature we want 125. And we cut her on and she's running. All right. It's really not that hard to dehydrate stuff. You just gotta know how to make your settings. Get away from there, boy. Even my dog wants to get in on it. But I promised y'all I would do this. The next thing I'll do is some sweet peas, green peas, and then I'll try to get some carrots going. Nobody around here really likes carrots, but I can eat a few. But anyway, I will get back with you tomorrow, or in 12 hours. We will check and see how crisp they are, and then we'll bag them up. So stay tuned. Thank you. Bye. Okay. The onions are finally finished. They're crisp. They're crisp and they're real flaky. As you can see, I think you can see it. They just break. So now I'm going to let them cool for a little bit, then I'm going to bag them up. So be patient. Alright, so yesterday we started dehydrating these onions. And today they're crisp and ready to be bagged. Just checking that and making sure it's still going. Hold on, I might have to cut you off and cut you back up. Okay, I reckon we're doing okay. If you remember correctly, I don't know, I had 5, 6 onions that I started dehydrating. Can you see the size of that bag? I mean, it's just a little portion bag that holds about a cup of stuff. We're gonna put these onions, and I bet you out of those 6 onions, or 5 or 6 onions, whatever it was, I bet you every bit of it will fit in this bag. Hard to grab a hold of this stuff when it's dried out, trying to keep it from flaking and breaking. The thing is when you get out in camp and you start putting your stew together or whatever you're going to use this in, it don't take a whole lot. I mean, if it was just, I'll say it was just one meal for me, one sit down meal, about what I've got in the bag now, maybe a little more would be plenty for me to flavor my stew or whatever. I don't know, I like a lot of onion. So we're going to just load her up here, all in that one. Remember, I had 5 full trays. You just see how easy that breaks. Or I assume you can see that. Hold on, let me move it down on the side. Now you can maybe see better. That stuff breaks so easy. It's kind of like it's potato chips, except it'll be onion chips. I've already got one tray in here. I'm breaking them up as I'm getting them and they're falling through the screens. And if you wanted to make like a onion salt or garlic, you can do the same thing with garlic. Put it in here. You can take like put you some salt in it and put this in like a food processor or whatever and make a powder out of it. And mix it in with the salt. You can have your own garlic salt or onion salt or whatever. And to rehydrate this, all you've got to do is set it in some water, some warm water. Well, it rehydrates even with cold water, but warm water seems to do better. That's 2 trays there now. This is the 3rd tray. I don't know if you can see that. See how easy it'll snap. Break it all up now. But I don't know if you remember some of them onions, I cut them to about a 1/4 inch thick. I can't even get a hold of it. And that's what they are now, not even a 1/4 inch. You can just see how it snaps. Put these in the bag. The next one I'm gonna do, I mean, you can't have a beef stew or a squirrel stew without some English peas, or some people call them English peas, some people call them green peas, some people call them sweet peas. But you can't have a stew without them. do them next. Not today, but you know, just give me a few days to get them going and all, and I'll get you a video up on how to do that. You start doing this stuff and it just amazes you what you can dehydrate and rehydrate and all the many uses for this stuff. Some people, they put this stuff in canning jars, and they use their food saver to let me crush that up so that they use their food saver to seal the canning jars, and then as they just gonna dump that on the table, make it a whole lot easier. And then as they use it, they can rehydrate more, or whatever they have to do, and finish filling that up. But once you do this, if you get it completely dry, I mean, you're looking 4 or 5 years, you know, that this food's going to last you. And like I said, this is about, I've got one more tray after this one here. This is like 6 onions here. And as you can see, I ain't even got a cup full yet. Now, if they wasn't dehydrated, if I had just sliced them up, I would have never got them in there. I couldn't have got one in there. And when these things rehydrate, I mean, if I could, let's see if I can get this one. If I could get it without breaking it, which I'm going to break it up anyway, that would come back just like an onion ring. But I'll be able to use these for several camping trips. Because there's no way I would eat. Usually I go out for 3, maybe 4 days at the most. And there's no way I could, come up with some. There's no way I could eat this many onions. Not once they rehydrate. I don't even know if we'll get a cup of dried onions. I know this is taking a while, but it's hard to get them. They're so thin now. I probably could have put some wax paper or parchment paper down and probably just folded it and some of them broke up when I was trying to pick them up, and they fell down here. But I could probably use parchment paper or something and dehydrate it on them. You might want to try that. probably just folded the paper over. I've got one more tray to go. Let me turn the light on. That looks so dark on my spot. See if that'll help any. But yeah, we got about a half. I can crush them up. And this is the last tray here. This is about 6 onions that I cut up and dehydrated. And if you remember correctly, that was a big old plate full of them. There was no way they would have fit in this little baggie. I mean, you think about it, you know, usually if you're cooking a meal, well, if I cook a meal for the whole family, I will probably, for that whole meal for everybody to eat off of, I'll probably use 1 onion. Unless it's a small onion, then I might have to use 2. So you figure since there's 6 onions here, and most of the time I'm out by myself anyway, cooking only for me when I'm out camping. All the air out of it. And you can use those, that's 6 onions right there. It's saying about 3/4 of a cup, 6 onions. So you figure I'm out by myself, so if I made a meal for me, which would be a plate, a pretty good size plate for me, I'd probably have enough here for 12 meals, just in this 3/4 cup bag. So that's pretty good. That is pretty good right there. So let's see if I can adjust this thing. So anyway, like I said, you know, next one will be some green peas, sweet peas, English peas, whatever you want to call them. Probably do some carrots. Pretty much that kind of stuff like that right there. You can say you can put carrots and peas together, you know, on different trays. You can also buy like the frozen vegetables. They work the best, and you don't have to do nothing to them. If the frozen vegetables, just pour them on the trays, kind of spread them out a little bit, stick them on there for 12 hours. Now this right here, I started it for 12 hours, but when I come back after 12 hours, it was still a little limber, so I put it on for an extra 5 hours, so that's what, 16 hours that I had to dehydrate them. But that's really not bad. These dehydrators, they don't use that much electricity or anything. And I've got my onions for camping. I'd like to give a shout out to, I said every time I do one of these, I was going to start doing a shout out. So I would like to do a shout out to a group called Spirit of the Woods. A friend of mine, Shane Witt, he owns that group. Good Christian man, love him. He's just a good fella, good friend to have, easy to talk to, just great. And then I want to give a shout out to a few of the people in my group that I have. I'd like to shout out to Michael Lewis and his wife Sarah Lewis. They just put on a trip in Tennessee for us, Calico Plains, and we stayed at the McNabb group camp area. They had that waterfall there. That was beautiful, I'm telling you. That was a beautiful waterfall. And it was the first time my wife ever been camping and ever went with me. So that was special to me. I have some onions caught up there at the top. I'm trying to get it to go down. But yeah, Michael, Sarah, appreciate you. Thank you for everything that you do for the group. We have really made some good friends, more like family to us. And I just like every now and then give them a thank you. Tony Johnson, good friend of mine, really enjoy sharing fires with him. And Quinn and Zach, thank you, brothers, for all you do for the group. Well, I'm gonna end it right there, and on the next one I'll give a few shout outs to another few people and all. But if you get a chance, go check out Spirit of the Wild. That's a good Christian group. It's also a bushcraft group, so you'll really enjoy that. And also, I don't know if I said the last time I was on there or not, out there on that trip there in Tennessee last weekend, I got my first bow drill fired. I worked on that thing hard for a while, and never could get smoke with it, never could get amber. But I got my amber, and I got my first bow drill fire while I was out there, and I am very happy about that. So anyway, I'm going to sign off. Remember to stay in touch with the Lord. He's anxious, He's waiting on you to hear you. He loves for you to come to Him and talk with Him. And He's waiting on you. He wants to hear from you. So when you get a chance, get on your knees and talk with Him. I think you'll be a lot happier in life. Anyway, God bless you, and we'll catch you on the next one.